Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. We've got a bit of a different one today. As you can see, we're using Facecam for the first time, and I have with me a very good friend for a very topical video. It's the one and only straight out to Gunga.
Hello, hello. I'm here for the special occasion of KOTOR. So
I mean, if there was anyone I was going to bring on, it had to be you.
we'll just be talking for
So,
hours about KOTOR figures and what ifs.
yeah,
So this is the opportunity.
so yeah, just getting into it, just giving a bit of context. The last KOTOR figures we got were in 2023 with Malik and Bastila, and very good figures. And I'm assuming that was just kind of for like the remake and kind of getting hyped up for the remake. Whatever's happening with that, because I have no idea.
Yeah, it's got to be that it was the remake because the designs are not quite to KOTOR one. They kind of played with them, so I don't know if they were referencing that game or what they were doing. But either way, those figures are fantastic. So
Now,
2023 it's been a while.
I think we're pretty much due new KOTOR figures. I think most people, especially in like the OTB Discord, like at least once, maybe twice a week, you'll have someone talking about KOTOR and going, "Oh, I want this figure, I want that figure." Even the figure ball bracket this year, was Treya and Sion on there, or was it just one of the others?
I believe they were both on there. Yeah. Yeah, I see more people bringing up these KOTOR, and in the out of the basement Discord, it's usually me, a few other guys. I mean, there's a
Yes.
few of us in there, but even on the wider internet, if you check the comments, and you'll see people asking for these characters, so they're out there. I mean, people want more. Bastila right now in the Black Series aftermarket is pretty high. Malik got a reissue, so he's down lower right at retail, but Bastila's starting to climb up there, so people like these figures.
Yeah, like also like the like those two when they released in the UK, Malik pretty much sold out straight away. Bastila was in stock for a bit. She went on sale on Amazon for a bit. But after that, I think she kind of shot up a little bit and then just has kind of stayed around £30. But it's like Revan is still really expensive. I hope we get like a 2.0 at some point because that figure's kind of not bad, but mid.
It's also not great. I mean, it does the part, but in today's modern Black Series, there's just so much more they could do, which kind of on the topic of today's video, come a long way in the Black Series. So some things are in
Definitely.
updates.
But yeah, but something that happened to you, you did make a post about kind of KOTOR figures that didn't have, well, not just KOTOR figures, just Black Series figures that didn't really have like a companion or anything like that. And then Mr. Stevie posted this kind of saying that maybe there were some more KOTOR figures incoming.
Yeah, so some of the figures that I had on there was like Malgus, Nihilus. I had Jaina Solo on there. Just figures that they really don't have anything else to go with them. Nihilus was the only thing in KOTOR 2, but he said this that something was coming, but it could have been any number of things. But this was probably what he was hinting at. He knew this was coming down the pipeline, so pretty cool.
I mean, I'm good, like, I don't think I've really mentioned this before, but like, I wasn't a fan of when they got rid of Pipeline. I prefer kind of having something in the future, kind of like knowing that we're gonna get something.
Yeah,
But when they do teasers like this, I do like it because it doesn't give too much away.
yeah, it gets you pumped. Um, you don't know exactly what it's going to be. I missed the pipeline because I knew if I could save some money or I should start budgeting. But I do like when they give us these little teases.
100%. It's like I don't have the picture, but when Brandon put a post on his story, it was the day after everyone put their videos up about the May 4 figures and like their complete outrage. So it just felt like Hasbro just went into panic mode and they were like, okay, we need to release this.
Yeah, I
And
think I think they just keep some peak stuff in their back pocket, and they just the moment the community starts to turn, they just plant that right in there.
Yeah, it was something like you could expect like a cyclone of figures or something like that, and then there was like the KOTOR music at the top, and I was like, okay, I'm getting excited.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too excited when I saw the song because I was like, it's a song, it could be anything. It's just a cool Star Wars song, but yeah, it's hype. It's pretty hype.
But yeah, but
I
without
wasn't
further
expecting this
ado,
at all. I really wasn't.
but yeah, literally, and what they revealed was Darth Nihilus and Darth Traya Gaming Greats 2-pack. Like, I mean, if you were in the Out of the Basement Discord when this got revealed, it was
crazy.
Obviously it was nowhere near like the Anakin and Obi-Wan pack, but this was my Anakin and Obi-Wan pack. I was like just as hyped for this.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I thought it was AI when I first saw it. I was like, that can't be real. There's no way.
I was like, is this one of those like concepts that you see on like the Black Series subreddit? But then I saw Yak Face posted it, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
At first, I was a little bit worried. I saw that Nihilus, and I was like, oh, they haven't just repacked him. But thankfully, it is a new figure. There's a bit of reuse in there, and we'll get into that later. But it is a pretty brand new figure. Thank God, because
I
that
think
old
right
one
by
was
that
awful.
image, you would already know if it was the old figure because you would see his feet for how high he is in the package. You would already see his feet. You would know right off
shorter than Traya.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. I saw this revealed and I was just so hyped. I mean, to get Traya finally in the line is insane, and then an actual intentional redo of Nihilus on top of it. That's pretty awesome.
It was genuinely like I was like riding that high for so long. I'd just gone on my break at work. I just opened up my phone. I saw this, and I was like, okay, I don't care what happens for the rest of the day. This has made my day. I'm so happy we've got this.
Yeah, I was all day long. I was Discord, Instagram, making reels, like sharing people's posts. Like this was crazy for me.
100%, and it's like it's also sold out on Amazon US already.
Yep,
like number
within
one
2 days,
bestseller.
pretty much. I think it was just 2 days, and it was done. It was gone.
So hopefully that means Hasbro understands how much we actually really do want more KOTOR figures. We don't want another 3-year wait.
Yeah, it shouldn't be another 3 years. It should be whatever that production timeline, that 18-month, 12, whatever that is. There should be more KOTOR coming to us, which I have to believe Scion is coming without a doubt. Now that they've made
100%. I think I'm pretty sure it's like basically confirmed at this point that Scion has to be coming.
Absolutely. Look at that freaking art. Look at Traya there.
That is so cool. Like I mean, I throw the box out. Like everyone knows that I don't like keeping Black Series boxes.
Same.
But just seeing that artwork is like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not AI slop like the Clone Trooper this time.
Seeing that Disney emblem on the bottom logo, like, all right, I see you, Disney. This is peak. This is more of this, Disney.
Honestly, like anything KOTOR, give me it all.
Yeah. This picture right here is just Nihilus just standing there, just aura farming, and then Traya with her floating lightsaber. Like that's crazy.
One thing this does make me think of, if I'll get the picture of Traya up. Of course, she comes with all 3 lightsabers and stands for the lightsabers, which I was not expecting. I'm so glad they included them though, because obviously, if you've played KOTOR, you know she doesn't really actually use the lightsabers in the boss fight.
Yeah,
she basically just has them floating. So I was super worried that they just pack them in the box.
Yeah, just have her holding one. Yeah. Yeah, well, from what they did with Vernestra from the Acolyte, you could see that as a possibility because she's supposed to have a light grip, and they were like, lightsaber, here you go.
Yeah.
And I mean,
honestly,
if they wanted
I completely forgot that a figure existed.
Well, yeah, but that's besides the point. for Treya, they could have just given her. She has a red saber that she fights you with and duels you with, so
Yeah,
she could have just. They could have just packed in the one red saber, call it a day. But for them to actually go and do this with the purple sabers and the lightsaber stands, that's crazy. That's
it
crazy.
is unreal. It's like, and of course it comes with two hands, so just pop one off. That other one is coming off as soon as I get it.
Yeah, same. I know it's supposed to be before the events of the game that she has both her hands and she's with Nihilus and she's with Scion, but I would display her without the hand too.
100%. I need that in-game accuracy.
Which I'm not going to get into people's complaints online about this yet. I forgot about that one, but yeah, the hands are a sticking point, I guess.
Yeah. One thing I am curious to see as well is whether the hood will actually come down over her eyes, because in all the pictures we've seen, it's literally just been kind of above her head.
I'm
So
sure I'm sure you can shape it. Um, the thing is, there is some art of her when she's in her full Sith mode like this, where she doesn't care and she just shows her face. More when she's Kreia is where she's trying to kind of disguise herself,
yeah,
and the fact that her eyes are creepy. Um, but I imagine you could probably put some water and wet it down, and even articulate, put her face a little bit down, and you could probably get that look. I
I
wouldn't be
hope
worried about
so,
it.
because
Yeah,
I think that's like the kind of look that I'd want to go for with it on the shelf.
yeah. Well, the art on the back of the box is the same thing. She's kind of pitching her head down, the hood's covering, and she's got her hands
Yeah,
up controlling the saber. So I'm sure you could pull it off. I want to see the promo shots that they do with these, because these are
yeah.
just static images. I want to see when they actually put these guys into poses.
I think Shooting the Galaxy is going to kill it with this,
Yeah, I
especially
can't
like
wait. I can't wait for
with
Treya.
like the bodies that these guys have is going to be good.
Oh yeah,
One thing I am very curious to see if they'll do is whether they'll actually do a Kreia.
yeah. I was almost thinking of doubling up on this just in case, but I didn't. I just went with the one, and hopefully they repack her in a brown robe
I'd
and
hope so, because it's an easy repack to do, and like just make it fan channel so it's not like too kind of, what's the
yeah,
word? You don't need it to sell.
yeah. Make that a fan channel. Make the robe brown. That upper torso is fine. Just paint it slightly different. I mean, it's close enough. Paint it, and then give her a vibro sword. That's what I want. I want a vibro
Oh
sword.
yeah, that'd be
Missing
good.
the one hand out, or include both hands. I don't know why hands are such a talking point in the Black Series community.
Yeah,
Hands. Um, that way you can pop one off if you want to, or have it beforehand. But yeah, give her the sword so when we eventually get Scion, you can have that duel.
yeah. One thing I haven't figured out yet is whether she has ball jointed wrists or hinges. Because
Um,
it looks like ball jointed from what I can
it
see.
it it looks like ball jointed. I don't know if you want to talk about what reuse is all here, but
Yeah,
I have
I'll
that
get
figure.
the.
I haven't played around with her to know if those are ball jointed hands or not.
There we go. So this is what Mr. Stevie put out on Instagram, and just talking about some of the reuse that these figures have. Treya, newly tooled torso, which is good. The head, the belt, the hands, and the effects are new as well, from what I could see here. And then
Yep.
the arms and legs from Shakti. I'm happy with that because Shakti's a great figure.
Yeah, it's a fantastic figure. Everything that I've seen, like she moves well. The reuse is fine. People complain about reuse, but if you can get reuse, the best articulation, and make that figure a possibility where otherwise you couldn't, do it. And Treya's wearing a robe anyway, so you should be able to get away with anything under
Yeah.
there.
Not to mention, this means that she'll actually have thigh swivel, which
Hell yeah.
I'm happy about that.
I still
I think the only complaints I've really heard about like Shakti is the fact that her, like sometimes because of like her boots, it does mess with the soft goods a bit. But
okay.
hopefully that just means that it should be just an issue for Shakti and not actually Treya.
Treya.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Well, they also just said the legs, right? So I mean, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not too worried about
Yeah.
it. Not too worried about it.
And
Then you got
then
Nihilus.
Nihilus, reuses the original Nihilus head, which I had no idea when I first saw that picture. I thought it was a brand new head.
Same.
And then Saber, which is the same. Don't mind, it's a fine mold. It looks like the Saber. Dash Rendar gloves, which really surprised me. And then Episode 3 Anakin torso and legs with newly tooled arms, belt, hood, and neck.
It's fantastic.
That's good reuse for all I care.
Fantastic.
I guess it means Niles won't have thigh swivel, but like Anakin's, all they're saying that I don't actually have Anakin, I never got hold of him. But like his thigh swivel or lack of it, he gets good thigh range from what I've seen.
He does. I think Anakin and Obi-Wan are one of those figures that they've opened up the hips so that you can actually get quite a bit of movement there. So I think that's not going to be a problem.
I think I'm happy with the reuse on both of these. If it means we get better articulation, I'm happy. And if reuse means we get better pain, all four of the sabers in this pack are painted, which I'm happy about, because if we'd have got more of that Count Dooku hilt plastic,
Yep.
I wouldn't have been happy. I'd have been screaming.
Which, I mean, on that topic, I mean, we can get into the price of this thing, but I think they made the best set that they could. I think they basically spared no expense. I mean, don't go and sculpt new things if they're going to be covered by soft goods anyway. So to me, it makes perfect sense.
100%. So there I get a picture of Nihilus up. Just looking at him, he looks great.
He looks great.
I see what it is. I think the actual mask is new, and then the hood piece is different, from what I can tell.
Yeah, the hood piece is different for sure. And then the height, the arms, everything. I mean, the height looks great. To me, it looks great.
I mean, anything was going to be an improvement over the original one.
Absolutely. The original one is just horribly outdated. It was in that era of gaming greats where they did the minimal thing they could ever do just to get a figure out. So they just slapped that head and saber on a Darth Maul and called it a day. Like there's nothing good about that figure other than the head.
100%. It's just one of those figures where it's cool to have the representation, but you just don't move it around.
No.
No. I mean, even so many people had to put it onto the Kylo Ren body because of how bad that 2013 Darth Maul sculpt is.
Yeah. So I have mine. Here, which is on the Kylo Ren body, and it has a cape as well. So you can get the height out of it. You can get a little more presence. You got some nice soft goods there, but there's no comparing those Kylo Ren bits and belts to a full-on, carefully crafted Nihilus. So I'm happy that they redid this. It needed to be done. I think they recognize that the fans love this character and they want this character done properly. If you go back and look at the original Nihilus and how crazy he went on the aftermarket,
he's insane. Even now, he's still quite expensive.
So back then, he came out in 2020. According to Action Figure 411, which averages all the eBay sold listings as well as retail prices, I think he hit a peak of an average sale price of about $68 in 2023. So 3 years on from when it came out, it was at $68, and I even saw some as high as $100 for the old Nihilus. So people want this character, so much so that they reissued it and then still went ahead and made a brand new one.
Yeah, I think Nihilus is one of those characters as well where like you don't even know that much about him. He's just a cool design and you want him. Like I bought the original Nihilus figure before I even played KOTOR 2. Granted, like I knew a bit about him, and like you said earlier, like he barely even appears in the game.
Yeah,
But he's just one of those design. He just has so much presence and like
he does.
aura.
He does. He has a lot of aura. But I'm happy they made him, and I'm happy that they put this together in a set, in a 2-pack with Treya, with Nihilus. I think it was the perfect way to do it. Other people have disagreed. They wanted Scion instead. Scion's gonna come, don't worry. But to put the updated Nihilus in with Treya, either one of those by themselves could have been a hard sell. I mean, you got an old lady action figure that might have been a deluxe. If you're including stands,
Yeah.
saber, soft goods, that was going to be a deluxe old woman. I called her, I think in the Discord, I called her emo grandma.
Yeah.
So emo grandma, $35, and then go ahead and rebuy Nihilus, a new Nihilus as a single release. I think it would have been a harder sell and a tougher pill to swallow for people to just go out and upgrade their old Nihilus by itself. But this way, you're getting the new character that you wanted, and you're getting a real modern day, best you can get Nihilus figure at the same time. So I think this was the perfect way to do it.
Definitely. I gotta agree. I think, well, like we said, the old Nihilus is awful. I think doing a new one just is the best thing they could have done. And like you were saying, especially with if Treya was a deluxe, even like on fan channel, I don't know how well she would have sold. Whereas like this pack right now has sold out on Amazon.
Yep. Yep. And then even as a KOTOR fan, you're buying this no matter what. You're probably obsessed enough with this game and it means enough to you to have Trey, you're buying this no matter what. But for other people that just like cool Sith or just cool action figures, Nihilus is that draw. He really is. So I think this
100%.
is the way to go. And then Scion is going to stand on his own, no problem. Put him in a box by himself. He's this cut up, grizzly looking, shirtless Sith guy. He's going to do just fine.
I do think that like yeah, I think Scion just get single pack fan channel. Like I don't think people know him as much as they know like Nihilus or Revan or anyone like that. But I still think he has that kind of like cool factor to him where he will sell. I
Yeah.
was talking to one of my friends, like he had no idea about KOTOR, and I was just talking to him about Darth Sion, and he was like, "Oh yeah, if they made a figure of him, I'd pick him up." He just has that kind of just that cool design, like that is just the Star Wars character, isn't it? Like cool design, you know, nothing about him. You want the
Yes.
figure.
Yes. For the same reason that a lot of people own Malgus. I don't. For me, the MMO is just not my thing. I never got into it. But a lot of people own Malgus because he's just so imposing, so cool. And Scion would be the same thing.
Yeah, it's like Justin from Out of the Basement. He's never played KOTOR 1 or 2, hasn't played SWOTOR either. He had, I think he has Revan Bastila Malik,
Yep.
and I think he has all of them.
I think he has all of them. Yep.
Um,
Though he did
I
say
think,
he's on the fence of whether or not he gets rid of them. So I don't
okay, it
know.
might be
If he's
outdated by
in
the
on,
time this video goes up.
I don't know if he's in on this one or not. I don't know. But no, for anybody out there, if you're thinking about this, if it even comes back available, this is going to be a hard to get set. People love these characters.
Yeah,
Darth Treya is freaking awesome. So I'm excited for it.
definitely. I think a good thing as well about it being an Amazon exclusive. I don't know if it's the same in the US, but quite a lot of the time in the UK, like things will go on sale before it's even released. And Amazon have this system where if it goes on sale while you have it pre-ordered, you're like when you get it charged, it'll only charge you like the lowest price it has been at.
Hey, that'd be
So
cool.
like for the TVC ATRT, that retailed for about £60 here, and it went down to 40 at one point, and I only got charged £40 for it. So
Not bad.
hopefully that happens with this as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
I don't know. For me, I feel like those Jedi Survivor and freaking Battlefront 2017 stuff always goes on clearance. I don't recall
yeah,
them selling out. They may have at some point, but for me, those just all went to clearance, showed up at Ross. I think this one might be a little bit different.
I think this is going to be like one of those sets that like in a couple of years it's going to be highly sought after.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Just looking at the old shitty Nihilus figure compared to this is going to do very well. And who knows? If it goes up again and it's on sale, I might grab that second one and make a Kreia just in case, just to be safe.
Honestly, I'm thinking like I might just need a second one to keep in box anyway. It's like it's not often that I do that, but with KOTOR, I think
Yeah,
I
it
might
might
need
be
to.
worthy of it. It might be worthy of it.
And it has got me thinking as well. Of course, we're pretty adamant that Scion is probably going to end up coming soon. I'm hoping with this renewed interest in Hasbro with KOTOR, we're finally going to get a HK-47. He's number one on my Black Series list, and I'm just waiting for it to happen.
I think he is for a lot of people. I think we see him fairly soon. I don't know if it'll be within the next year, but I think he's on their radar. He has to be. Once again, if you go online, if you spend any time online in this space, whether it's on Instagram, Discord, YouTube, tons of people ask for HK. So getting Treya checked off is a huge step forward, and I think we're going to see more.
I hope so, and especially with HK as well, it's easy repaint. You can make HK 50, maybe make that a 2-pack.
I'd be down for 3. I'd get HK, and I would get 2 HK50s, maybe even 4. Maybe I put one in a KOTOR 1 display and put another HK in the KOTOR 2 display. Maybe that's what I do.
Yeah, see, that's you just got me thinking now of all the KOTOR Pete we could get.
Yeah, that would be sick. That would be sick. I'm sure it's coming. And Hasbro, if people don't know, at one point they had HK47 designed, and they canceled him because yakface.com put out that he was coming, and that from what I understand, they had already done some modeling of that character, and then they axed it. So they might have those files
Yeah,
somewhere. Just spin that up.
release the HK cut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the HK.
But it's like even earlier in like the Out of the Basement Lazy Sunday live stream, Brandon was in chat asking people if we wanted more KOTOR. So I'm hoping, it's they're kind of seeing how much KOTOR fans want these figures.
Yeah, I think they're gonna see by the way this sells that there's room to make more. Hopefully they pay attention to the community. They see the wish lists. Scion and Trey are always up there. HK is always up there. So I'm sure that they are aware. It's just a matter of this year, we're in like a peak year of Black Series because we have this gap of new media. We have Andor finished up, Skeleton Crew finished up, and then we've had this lull of nothing. Now we have Maul Shadow Lord, but we had this whole period of time in which there was no new media they had to keep up with. So whenever that happens, I feel like whether it's Eric or somebody on the Black Series team is like, here we go, fill those spots.
Yeah, and it's like I think even after Mando and Grogu, I don't think we have anything until Ahsoka season 2, which is end of next year, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah. So there should be some time.
Yeah.
We'll
So
see.
hopefully that means they can just kind of fill that gap for a lot more stuff.
I think they wouldn't have done Darth Trey and Nihilus. They wouldn't have done a redo of Nihilus, and they wouldn't have done Emo Grandma if they weren't doing Scion. He's got to be coming.
100%. It does make me wonder if like how they will do him, because I'm assuming it'd all just be like kind of sculpted, but then maybe some like paint on top.
It has to be. I've held up on doing a custom of him. I've wanted to. I have the head, but as when it comes to the body, he just has so much. It almost looks like a cracked egg. Like there's so much going on with his skin that to make that happen, custom wise, the amount of dremeling and sculpting you'd have to do is crazy. So
Yeah.
I think the torso has to be sculpted with that detail. You're not going to be able to do that with paint. So they're going to have to make either modify like the old Maul shirtless torso or just make a new one.
I think, yeah, I'll be honest, whatever they need to do to make it happen and also make it a good figure, I'm down.
They
Even if
have
it's
to now.
deluxe.
They have to make
Yeah.
it good now.
Oh god, because imagine if it just comes out, it's just awful. We have to wait like 10 years for another one.
No, see, before I thought that they would use that old Maul body, but now I'm like, well, I don't know. I think they got to make a new shirtless. And I think Nate out of the basement just said on Lazy Sunday, just before we recorded this, he said Hasbro needs to just make a shirtless body, use it for Scion, use it for shirtless Kit Fisto, and use it for shirtless Anakin from the old animated 2003 Clone
Yeah.
Wars. Just knock out those shirtless characters.
100%. I mean, all three of those characters I think could sell very well as well.
All of those would be peak. Kit Fisto and the 03 Clone Wars box.
Man, we need more 03 Clone Wars.
Yeah,
That's another
03
thing that I'm all in on.
Yeah, I have KOTOR, I have 03 Clone Wars, of course 1 through 6, and then like classic Battlefront. Those are like my mainstays. So yeah, man, I'm excited. We got some KOTOR peaks finally. Hopefully it's not 3-4 years till we get more.
And you never know, maybe this means that the remake actually might be happening. Yeah. Although I'm not staying too positive on that one.
I think Fate of the Old Republic is more likely at this point than the remake. Yeah. Which either way, I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean it's more of that era. I love that era. I really like. I was saying this in OOTB the other day. I'm just sick of like the same kind of eras at the moment. So going back to that Old Republic era, it makes me happy.
Yeah, everything right now is post Return of the Jedi or post Order 66. That's where we've been living in for a while. So yeah, it'd be cool.
Like, it's like a cool era. Like both of them are cool eras, but like it just feels like we're trying to fit everything in when some stuff could just be like after Force Awakens or something like that.
The Old Republic era, and I think why I liked it so much as a kid, like playing those games on Xbox, KOTOR 1 and everything when they were coming out. And there was so many Star Wars games back then. That's the golden age of Star Wars games. But I think what I liked so much about it is how disconnected it was. Yeah. So it's a choose your own adventure type game. Like you can make all these choices and these new planets and these new factions, and you could just play in that world, and you don't really have to worry about it touching the Phantom Menace or touching anything that happens in the films. You can just play in that realm and have crazy hundreds on hundreds Jedi versus Sith battles, and it's just awesome. So I would like to see like a Tales animated.
Yeah, visiting that would be so good.
Yeah, that would be freaking sweet.
But I think literally, like, there's so much as well. Figure-wise as well, there's so much they could do with KOTOR 1 and 2.
Like, and even the MMO, for as much as I don't personally have an attachment to it, only making Darth Malgus and then stopping is insane. Like they can't do that to people. You can't buy Malgus and just, oh, there he is, just Malgus. That drives me crazy. And it's that post that I made of the Misfits of the Black Series. What do you do with those characters? You go and watch people's collection tours, and they'll always have the one shelf, and they're like, yeah, this is my EU gaming random nonsense shelf. Because they just don't have anything to pair with.
It's like I've even ended up with like one of those kind of shelves in Hot Toys now. Like I've got like my Shadow Trooper on there, I've got my Lord Starkiller on there. I was like, give me something to put together with them.
Yes. The Force Unleashed is getting there. I mean, now we just have 2 versions of Starkiller, and we have some old Stormtrooper bodies and the kind of half-ass Senate Guard that they did. So you can at least do something. Kyle Katarn, we finally have Kyle Katarn. That's awesome. But for me personally, until they do something else from his games, he's kind of on that random shelf because
Yeah,
you can put him with Luke and you can put him with some stormtroopers, but until he has an original character from his games, like Tavion or Desan or something from those games, Dark Forces, Jedi Academy, he's kind of just on an island by himself.
yeah.
So hopefully they just keep it going. I have faith in Eric on the Black Series team. Like he's a Star Wars gaming guy through and through. He knows these characters, so I have faith in those guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, just this year, like, I mean, it feels like we said this every year about Black Series, but like some of the stuff we're getting this year, it feels like this is going to be another the best year of the Black Series.
Oh yeah,
Like Lord Starkiller, uh, the Dashrin that was last year, Kyle Katarn,
Seventh
Quinlan
Sister
Voss,
Rebels,
yeah,
Quinlan Voss. We got Tonway, a Kaminoan. That's one of those I didn't think was going to happen. We have
yeah.
Watto with a flight stand, Geonosian Warrior with a flight stand. Like we're getting into some crazy stuff.
It's I'm always happy for just kind of those like kind of wacky background characters. I'm always here for my gulps.
Yeah, and I think the Black Series is doing new things. For as much as we complain about lack of accessories and stuff, but Treya having the figure stands, Watto flight stand, Geonosian Warrior with swap out wings and a flight stand. They're doing some different things in the Black Series. So
Yeah, it's. I mean, I feel like I've just been saying this the entire video, but like words can't describe how excited I am for this pack. Like
absolutely.
it's I just like this entire year for Black Series. Like I mean, I like last year I was pretty much mostly out of Black Series. Like I was just like completely focusing on Hot Toys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just some of these I think it started with Django. Django is
Yes.
the figure that really got me like brought back in. I even though like the lack of paint is a
Yeah.
bit boring on
Don't
his
twist the
legs.
gauntlet too much, you know.
Yes, you have to
Yeah,
like
no,
dislocate his arm.
they're doing cool stuff, and I'm glad to see you back on the Black Series side of things, and hopefully you stay there. I mean, if they keep this going, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, it's like it was so funny like seeing Justin's reaction when I picked up Django and it was like he's back in Black Series. We got him.
Yeah, those guys are hilarious. Love it.
But yeah, so I think that's everything we have to talk about with this pack.
For now,
Yeah,
until it's in hand.
I'm like fiending for it. It's like July 3rd, I think it said it's gonna come out for me. Um, I cannot wait. That is gonna be I think it's gonna be my most hyped figure like release of the year.
It's going to be surreal. Hopefully, Amazon doesn't just like slap the sticker on it and
Oh God, yeah.
drop
Although
it
to be
off.
fair,
If in Florida, that thing's going to be soaked. It's going to be, it rains every day. That thing is going to be soaked. So hopefully they don't do that to me.
I did notice, I don't know if it's the same on Amazon US, but on Amazon UK there is like an option where you can put like hide
Yeah,
what's
hide the
inside.
packaging. Yeah, they have the same thing, but it's whether or not you remember to check that box when it's a
Yeah.
pre-order. I don't know.
But yeah, I cannot wait for this. I'm so excited. I'm still riding the high, and it was revealed on what Thursday? That's like 4 days ago. No,
Yeah,
yeah, 4 days ago at this point. Unreal.
I'm always the
I
KOTOR guy, so I'll pipe down. You won't see me running my mouth as much because I got
yeah.
this. I'll just be in the corner over here. I'm happy. So, yeah, I think I'll be excited to see your review when you get it in hand, man. It's gonna be awesome.
100%. But yeah, once again, thank you for coming on. It
No
has
problem.
been so much fun. It has flown by. I can't believe
Yep.
it's been 40
Yep.
minutes we've been talking about this.
This is gonna be the
But
longest Livo video ever.
yeah,
Knights of the Old
I,
Republic. Keep making it, Hasbro. Livo's gonna do a
I mean,
4-hour stream.
yeah, I got a 24-hour stream just talking about this single KOTOR pack. But yeah, I mean, maybe in the future I'm gonna do some more of these videos, get some more people on because I have enjoyed doing this. It is better than just kind of like sitting and just recording a video and doing a voiceover. just getting to talk to people about figures. It's always fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, man. I'm glad to do it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see more of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Take care, guys.